me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Cup telecast of, I guess it's Monday night at the ballpark. This game was supposed to be played yesterday, but I was very busy with the pizza truck, and I got a little tired when I got home, so I had to cancel it. This is a request by Frankie S., who joins us in the various tabletop baseball game chat rooms. And he requested the San Francisco Giants of '96. So he wanted to see the Giants, and I asked him what would he like to be a face against the Giants, and he says the New York Mets. So tonight is the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. I will do a 3-game series here. The Mets visiting San Francisco for the first time in 1996, as well as playing the Giants in '96. At this point, the Mets are 16-23, 9.5 games out. The Giants are 20-19, and they are. That's funny. I didn't write it down. All right, whatever they are at this point in the season. Anyway, we got starting pitchers for tonight's game will be William Van Landingham. He was the ace of the Giants in '96. And he goes up against Mark Clark of the New York Mets. And I'll give you the lineups. Dallas Green's lineup looks like this for the first game. This is a Saturday night, and the first game on Friday night was rained out, so they're going to be playing a doubleheader on Sunday. For the New York Mets, leading off and playing center. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, I moved the card by accident. For Dallas Green's New York Mets, for tonight's ball game in center field, leading off will be Lance Johnson. Batting second and playing second base, Jose Vizcaíno. Batting third and playing left field will be Bernard Gilkey. Batting fourth and at first base will be Rico Brogna. Batting fifth and playing third base will be Jeff Kent. Batting sixth and behind the plate will be Todd Hundley. Batting seventh and in right field will be Chris Jones. At shortstop, batting eighth will be Ray Ordonez. And Mark Clark, who came over from the Cleveland Indians, will bat ninth and be on the mound. Defensively for the San Francisco Giants will start in the outfield from left field to right field. Barry Bonds will be playing left. Julian Javier will be in center field. And in right field will be Glenn Allen Hill. From first to third, there will be Mark Carrion at first. Robbie Thompson will be at second. At third base will be Matt Williams. The shortstop will be Sean Dustin. Behind the plate will be Tom Lemke, and on the mound will be William Van Landingham. Okay, so we're about to start, and leading off for the Mets will be Lance Johnson. And here we go. Oh. And here comes the first pitch of the ball game from Van Landingham. And he drops a 4-5. 4-5 is an X play to short, so we got an X play right off the bat. Tonight I'm going to have to look at the charts all night long if this continues, so I might as well just get it up. And 4-5. The ground ball is short. The shortstop is Sean Dunston. He's at 334. So let's roll the dice to see what gives. And that's a 20 on a 3. So that's going to be a G1 on a 34. That equals, ooh, that could be trouble, 17. So the shortstop on a 34 and a 17. If he doesn't make the error, he's going to make the play. Ground ball short. Sean Dustin picks it up. He flies to first base, and that's the first out of the ball game. One down. Jose Vizcaíno is the batter. It actually is Vizcaíno. Jose Vizcaíno. Foul tip and out of play. He's a switch hitter, and he'll be batting from the left side. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-7 from the right side, and that's going to be ball 4. So the Mets get their first base runner. Let's see. I'm working with a new scorecard, so I gotta make sure that I can get all the stats into the box. Vizcaíno is a 15, so we have Van Landingham. He's going to give up 4, so that's going to make it a 19. The catcher is a -1, and then 2 for the hold, so that's 3. So he's a +1. So it is 1-16 on the jump. And let's give it a whirl. 1-16. He needs a 3 through 6. That's a foul tip on the floor. We gotta have a 4 drop, right? And let's see what he gets, and he does not get the jump, so that'll take care of that. They are holding him on. And Bernard Gilkey will step to the plate. He'll be held. Bernard's a B hit and run. So if he's held, that means he's an A. Well, 1 out. Rico Bronya on deck. And let's shoot the hit and run. So he's an A, and I'll drop the 20 for the wild pitch. Pass ball, and let's see what he gets out of it. Hit and run's on. Down the screen throws the hit and run on, and let's see what happens on an A. So we'll take care of that. It's going to go to the pitcher's card, and it's going to be a 6-10 on a hit and run from the right side. 6-10, and that's going to be an X play to the catcher. Picking up the wrong pen. I'm on the air, man. I don't care. So the catcher. And we have the next play. So let's see. The catcher is a 3 for the range. And there's really... So that's going to be a 6 on catcher 3. So 6 is a PP. And the catcher is a 4. So let's see, and it's a 4, so a PP with a base runner on. So PP. Where is the PP? PP. I gotta bring this closer. And let's see, PP with runners on base. The pitch gets away from the catcher for a pass ball, and all runners will advance 1 base. And the play resumes with the same batter, so that's what it is. So it's a pass ball, and Vizcaíno will go to second base. Pass ball. And here we go. Running on second now with 1 out. Gilkey still at the plate. That's a foul tip, but doesn't count. Subject to change. There comes the pitch by Van Landingham. And that'll go as a 1-9 from the right side, and that's going to be ball 4. So we have 2 base runners on for the New York Mets. And that's going to be a walk. And now we got first and second with 1 out. And the batter will be Rico Bronya. He's a left-handed batter, Rico. Van Landingham looks in and gets a sign by Lemke. First and second for the Mets. Johnson's going to be held on, so we're going to hold. He's a lefty, so shortstop is going to hold. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-8 from the righty, and that's tapped back right to the mound. Tapped right back to the mound, the infield back, and what is it? 3-8. Ground ball B. First and second, 4. The batter is safe, runners out, going to second on the 4. So we have first and third with 2 outs now. And that's who was caught on the shortstop. So we're going to fielder's choice. And we're going to go 1 to 6 on the play. And Vizcaíno will take third on batter number 4. All right, so there's 2 down. Rico is not a threat to steal a base because he has no numbers of that year. So with 2 men on and 2 outs, Jeff Kent will step to the plate. He's a right-hand batter. And here comes the pitch by Van Landingham. He's trying to get out of this inning. First and third. And for the Mets, they go 2-9 from the righty, and that's going to be trouble. That's going to be a split chance, 1 to 19 on a double. It's a 10, so Johnson will score, and Rico Bronya is going to go to third, and Jeff Kent will go into second base with a 2-bagger. So Jeff Kent gets the Mets on the board. Let's see, he scores on number 5, he's position 5. And Rico Bronya goes all the way to third. Number 5. And the Mets lead at 1-0. Van Landingham having a little bit of trouble. It's the first hit for the New York Mets. Here comes switch hitting Todd Hundley. Todd Hundley is a switch hitter, and he'll bat from the left side. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-7 first time on Van Landingham's card. Left side, so 5-7. That's a deep fly ball to center field. Back goes Javier at the track, and he makes the catch for the third out. And that'll do it for the New York Mets. They do pick up a run on 1 hit, a pair of walks, no errors, and 2 men left on. And we played 1/2 inning. It's the New York Mets 1 and the San Francisco Giants coming to bat. Freaking cards are so slippery. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the first inning, and we'll give the Mets defensively, and left to right will be Bernard Gilkey, the center fielder Alex Johnson. In right field will be Jones. From first to third will be Rico Bronya at first. Second baseman Vizcaíno. At third will be Jeff Kent, the shortstop Ordonez. Behind the plate, Todd Hundley, and Mark Clark on the mound for the New York Mets. So the New York Mets lead at 1-0 here, bottom of the first inning. This is a requested game by Frankie S. And here comes the first pitch by Mark Clark. And it's a 2-6. Oh, Javier, I gotta get in here. Stan Javier stepped in, he's a switch hitter, he'll bat from the left side, so that's gonna go 2-6 from the righty, and that's gonna be a swing and a miss, and Javier strikes out. Mark Clark picks up his first strikeout, 1 down. 1 away, and here comes Robbie Thompson. Thompson is a right-hand batter. Mark Clark looks in, gets assigned by Hundley. And we drop a 1-4 on him from the right side, and that's going to be a ballpark. Ballparks tonight For the lefties, it's going to be a 1. For the righties, it's going to be a 2. He's a righty, and that's a 14, so he has lined out to the shortstop, so that's 2 down. 2 away, and here he comes. Barry Bonds, left-hand batter. And here comes the pitch by Mark Clark to Mr. Steroids. And Clark drops a 2-6 on him from the right side, and that's a split chance 1-5 home run. It's a 13. It's going to be in right center field for a double for Barry Bonds. So Barry gets a 2-out double. First hit off Mark Clark. And here comes Matt Williams. Barry Bonds is a double-A stealer. And if he wants to hit third, it's going to be a 13 on the jump. And he's definitely going to be held. So, 13, let's see, Mark Clark is a -1, Hundley is a -1, and 4 is 6. So we're not gonna try that. So 1 out, 2 out. Sorry. Here comes Matt Williams. Matt Williams batting from the right side. There comes the pitch by Mark Clark, and that's going to be a 1-8 on the right side. It's ground ball to the left side. Pick up by Ordonez. He fires across to Bronya, and that'll do it for the San Francisco Giants here in the first inning. No runs for the Giants. They do get a hit. They leave a man left on. And at the end of 1, it's the Mets 1 and the Giants nothing. 1 and 2. All right, we go to the second inning. And the batter will be Chris Jones. Chris Jones is the right-hand batter for the New York Mets. And here comes the pitch from Dan Landingham, and that's a 6-7 to the right side. And 6-7 is a split chance. 1-8 is a double. That's a 16. It's going to be a solid base hit for Chris Jones. So the Mets start off the second inning with a base hit. And here comes, these cards don't come by Ray Ordonez. B, hit and run man. And that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with a hit and run again. Now the screen is putting it on. And he is a B, and are we holding him? Let's see. Is he a threat to steal? 2 on a 20, so they're going to hold him anyway. You got to hold him. So, first baseman, carry on. We'll hold him there. And Ray Ordonez, a right-hand batter. Second baseman will be Robbie Thompson. So now, I was looking at the wrong card. All right, so, yep, I knew I was going to make a mistake with the scorecard. Yep. I got to get used to this card. All right, so let's go with Jones here in the second with a single. Okay, so Ray Ordonez steps in. He's a B, hit and run. They're going to hold him on, so that drops him down to the A. And let's see what happens. Down the screen with the hit and run. And there goes Chris Jones with a windowsill drop dice. Now we got to find it. Alright, we got a timeout. It's probably underneath the table, which has happened the other day, so now I'm gonna have to pull out new dice, and I had the Giants covers out since they were the home team, so now we're gonna go totally different colors now. Now we're gonna go with the Met colors. Alright. So here we go. Holding on, runner on first. And we drop a hit and run is on the pitcher's card, so it's a 4-8, and that's going to be a strikeout. So the reading is on the pitcher's card, a strikeout is a ground ball to the right side, picked up by the first baseman, Mark Carrion. He'll go to the bag, and Jones will head to second. So successful hit and run by Ray Ordonez. So it goes U3, and Jones will take second. So with one down, pardon me, and it's going to bring up the pitcher, Mark Clark. He's a 1. So being held, Mark Clark is a righty. Here comes the pitch to Mark Clark, and he gets it on the pitcher's card, and that's going to be a 5-4 from the right side. That's going to be an X play. 5-4. Third baseman is going to be Matt Williams. He's a 224. So let's see. And that's an 11. So third base. Let's see. He is a 2. So that's an 11. So he gets that as a G1. And he goes to 24 at third base. And we got a 9-10. So 24, no 10. So he's going to pick it up. Ground ball at third. Picked up by Williams. He goes to no, he's not first and second. My bad. G1. Third base, no error. G1 with a runner on second. That's right. And it's going to be ball hit to first or second. Bat is out. Wait, I got to get closer with these charts now. My eyes cannot pick these up. So it's a G1. Normal infield is a right. So right, the ball hit to first or second, batter is out. Runner advance, ball hit to the shortstop, pitcher or catcher, decider, ball hit to third, and the batter is out, and the runner holds. So that's going to take care of that. It's a 5-3. 5-3. And he holds, and we'll swing up to the top of the order now. 1-0 Mets. You're watching, I guess it's Monday night at the ballpark. Mets and Giants of 96. And Lance Johnson, who grounded out his first time up. Left-handed batter. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be, we're going to freeze that. It's a wild pitch. So that's a 6-8. The wild pitch on Van Lam is a 1 to 8. And let's see if the wild pitch comes up. and that's a 3. And a wild pitch occurs, and Jones will take third on the wild pitch. So here we go again. We roll with the dice. There's Johnson now. He's going to hold him on third. 2 outs. And that's going to be a 1-9 from the right side. Ground ball to the left side, picked up by the shortstop. Dunson, he fires to first base, and that'll do it. 6-3, and the inning is over. So the Mets get a hit. No runs, 1 hit. They leave a man on base, and we played 1.5 here in San Francisco. It's the New York Mets of 96-1. San Francisco Giants of 96-0. Okay, we go to the bottom of the second inning. Mark Carrion will lead it off for the Giants, followed by Glenn Allen Hill and Sean Dunston. They trail 1-0. That's a foul tip. Mark Clark looks in, gets a sign by Hundley, and the pitch, and that's going to be a 3-9 from the right side, and it's lifted to left field. Coming in, the left fielder Bernard Gilkey near the line, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the second. 1 away, and Glenn Allen Hill will step in, the right-hand batter. Glenn Allen Hill. Mark Clark looks in, gets a sign by Hundley, and there comes the pitch, and that's going to be a 6-7 from the right side. 6-7's the next play. Like we haven't had one tonight. So this 6-7 shortstop is going to be Ray Ordonez. He's a 131. And that's going to be on the shortstop. 1 is an 8, and that's going to be a G1. I said 31 on the shortstop. 31. And what's his numbers? It's a 10, so 31-10. No errors, so it's a ground ball to short. Picked up by Ray Ordonez. He fires to Bronya at first, and there's 2 down. 6-3 on your scorecard in case you're keeping score. Here comes Sean Dustin. And Dustin is a right-hand batter. Here comes the pitch by from Mark Clark. And that's going to be a 3-6 from the right side. 3-6 is tapped right back to the mound. Clark fields it. He throws to first base, and that's going to do it for the Giants here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. We play 2 here in Candlestick Park. It's the Mets 1 and the Giants 0. Okay, we go to the top of the third inning. And leading off for the Mets, Jose Vizcaino. Vizcaino, he walked and scored his first time up. Then Landingham looks in and gets a sign by the catcher Lemke, and here comes the pitch of the third inning. That'll count. That's going to go 6-9. Vizcaino is a left switch hitter, so that's 6-9 will go to his left side, and that's lifted to right field. Coming on from the right fielder is Jones, and Jones makes the catch for the first out. Nope, wrong side. Gotta get used to that. Making it 9. 1 away. And here comes William Van Landingham, and actually, in real life, tomorrow is his birthday. For some reason, tomorrow is his birthday, and he's going to be 54 years old. Van Landingham is a right-hand batter. Mark Clark looks in. No, what am I doing? Bernard Gilkey, I'm sorry. Vanderland looks in, gets a sign. I'm getting confused again with this. Come on. Sorry guys, I just gotta get used to that. I'm not used to this. I use the STRAT-O-MATIC scorecard, and I go both sides of the sheet. Now I got everything on one side. And I'm looking in the wrong spot. Bernard Gilkey, he'll step in, right-hand batter. He also walked his first time up. And here comes the pitch by Van Landingham. And that's going to be a 2-7 from the right side. It's going to be a split chance. 1-2 is a triple. That's a 7. It's going to find its way into the gap. And rounding first base is Bernard Gilkey. He's going to go to second. And we have a 1-out double for Bernard Gilkey. So a double by Bernard, 1 out. Van Landingham's birthday, he's going to be 54 tomorrow in real life. And if he happens to catch this video, happy birthday, Mr. Van Landingham. Alright, Rico Bronya, left-handed batter, stepped in, and that's a foul tip. That'll count. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. That also will count, subject to change, and they both do. And that's going to be 3-7 from the right side. No, 3-2 from the right side. And that's going to be a diamond shot. First one of the game, a diamond shot on a 19. No way. Diamond shots at Candlestick, which is being called 3-Com Park today. For the lefties, it's a 4. For the righties, it's 7. That's a 19, so he flies it out to left field for the second out. Nice play by the left fielder, Barry Bonds. Okay, Jeff Kent will step in. 2 men down. Rico Bronya gave that ball a ride and just missed getting underneath it. Van Landingham looks in, and Jeff Kent double his first time up. And here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a 2-9 from the right side. And 2-9 is a split chance. 1-19, a double. 17, it's going to find its way to the gap. Here comes Gilkey. He rounds third. He's coming home for the score, and Jeff Kent has a double RBI here in the 3rd inning. And that's the second hit for the Mets. What number is he? He's 5. And Kent is 5. RBI. And the Mets now lead at 2-0 here in the 3rd inning. Todd Hundley is standing in with 2 outs. Runner on second. Hundley switch hitter. Flew out to center field his first time up. And here comes a pitch by Van Landingham, and that's going to be a 2-9, but we're going to freeze that because we have a balk pass ball roll, and it's going to be a balk on Van Landingham. It's a 3. So let's see if that balk occurs, and it does. It's a balk, and the umpire says that Jeff Kent goes to 3rd. And Dusty Baker does not like that call, pass ball on a balk. And now Lemke goes out to the mound. Have a little chit chat. Todd Hundley's still at the plate. And we're going to do a reroll. With a runner on third, there's 2 men out. The Mets lead at 2-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to develop into a 5-10. And Todd Hundley is a lefty because he's a switch hitter. 5-10 is a ballpark. And left side, so ballparks are 1s for the lefty. That's 11, and that's lined out to second base for the final out here in the 3rd. But the Mets do pick up a run on 2 hits. And they leave a man on. And we played 2.5 here at Candlestick Park. It is the Mets 2 and the Giants nothing. We'll be right back. Lemke. And for that. Clock is the pitcher. Okay, we go to the bottom of the third. And you're watching the 1996 New York Mets against the 1996 San Francisco Giants. The first time these two teams are facing each other in '96. Last night's game was rained out, and here comes Tom Lemke, left-hand batter, and the pitch by clock. It goes 1-9 from the right side, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Lemke. Swinging, second strikeout for clock, and there's one down. Here comes Van Landingham, William Van Landingham. Well, bat, he's a 1. He's also a right-handed batter. And clock's pitch to him is a 2-8, and he's going to swing and miss, and he strikes out. So that's a pair of strikeouts in the inning for clock. That's his third, 2 outs. And we swing up to the top of the order now. Stan Javier. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Javier's a switch hitter. He's back from the left side. Mark Clock looks in and gets the sign by Todd Hundley. Here comes the pitch by Clock. And that's going to be a 2-11 from the right side. 2-11 is lifted to right field. Back goes the right fielder, Chris Jones. He's at the warning track, and he makes the catch for the final out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Mark Clark and the New York Mets. No runs, no hits, no errors. We play 3 here at Candlestick. It's the Mets 2 and the Giants nothing. All right. We go to the 4th inning, and Chris Jones will lead it off. Chris Jones, right-hand batter. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Van Landingham looks in and gets a sign by Lemke, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-4 from the right side. 3-4 is a ballpark. 4-3-4, and it's a ballpark, and he's a righty, so it's a 1-2, and that's a 12, and he lines out to short for the first out. So 1 down, and there comes Ray Ordonez. Ray Ordonez steps in, and he had the hit and run on him. I got mark that. So I like doing that. Hit and run. Somebody else had a hit and run too. I can't remember who. I'll figure it out. Anyway, here comes Ray Ordonez. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out the first time up to first base. Here comes the pitch by Van Landingham, and it's a 1-5 from the right side. Split chance 1-2-8 on a triple. That is the 6th, and that ball is driven out into right center field. The center fielder Javier and Hill are not going to get it. It's going to go to the fence. Rounding second is Ray Ordonez, 1-14 speed indeed, and he's going to go in standing with a triple. So a 1-out triple for Ray Ordonez. And 1 out and a runner on third. Now we're going to play corners in, obviously. And the C bunting is going to turn into a B bunter. So the infield is in on that. Do I want to do this? Squeeze. I want to squeeze. He's a B. He is a B. And we're gonna first of all, what is it? It's going to be a squeeze or a safety squeeze, suicide squeeze. Managed to call suicide or safety with the runner in. With the corners in. What did I say? What was he? He was a C. So he becomes a D. Now looking at the D side of it, and and I'm going to swing away here. I don't like the D. He can't bunt, so Clark is going to stand in. Clark is 0 for 1, batting from the right side. Maybe he can lift the fly ball for a sacrifice fly. Let's see what happens. Pitch by Van Landingham, and it's a pass ball, balk roll, and it's going to be a pass ball. And Lemke has no pass ball, so we will count this 6-12. 6-12 righty. Hold on a second. Yeah, righty. 6-12. So it's an X play to second base. Now the corners were in. So now that's corners in on an X play to second. So they're back. Second is short of back, so we're gonna have to roll. And that's a hang up. Which way is it gonna go? It looks like a 14 to me. It looks like it wants to roll to the 14, and I'm gonna call it a 14. Oh shit, who was it? X play 2. It was a 6. I said second base. So second baseman is at 320. So second base is a 3, and that's going to be a 14 for G2. So this might get the run home from second base, which he's a 20, I said, and we're going to add him up for 14. And there is no error, so we go G2 with a runner on third and not in, because it was hit to the second baseman. Advance runner, batter's out, and one run is scored. So the Mets are going to pick up another run here on an X play to the second baseman, 4-3, and the clock gets an RBI, and the Mets now lead at 3-0 with 2 outs. Lance Johnson is going to step in. Johnson is 0 for 2, 2 ground ball outs, 2 down. Van Landingham looks and gets assigned by Lemke. And the pitch is a 3-10 right side. 3-10 is a solid base hit up the middle and into center field. So Lance Johnson gets a 2-out single. And he has AA speed. And he's a 19. Let's see what Dallas Green wants to do here with 2 outs. And he's a -1. And so everything was a +1. So he's a 1-16 on the jump. So Lance has a 2-5 and a 10. No backslash number, so he is a 19. Oh, wait a minute. I was looking at the wrong card. 15, 16. Okay, so Johnson is a 19. And with all the add-ups, Lemke's a well, 19, 17. The catcher is a 16, plus 4 is a 20. Can't go higher than that, so it's a 1 to 19. Baker tells Lemke, do not throw it, and he steals the base, so Lance Johnson just takes it. So that was an easy stolen base. Don't throw it down there, because you're not going to get him anyway. Vizcaino steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Eli, what's up, brother? And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-6 from the left side. 6-6 is going to be a split. 1 to 18, a base hit. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. And they'll hold Johnson up at third base coach. Who was it? Mike Hubbage at that time? So that drops in for a base hit. Now we got first and third. Number 2. And still 2 outs. And here comes Bernard Gilkey. He's 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. And scored. Bernard's a right-hand batter. Two Mets on. Vizcaino's a 16 on a jump. And we're not going to take the bat out of Bernard Gilkey's hands. Let's see what he can do with this. 2-column, 2-4 looks strong, very strong. I'm back for another stream. All right, thank you, Eli. Thanks for being here. Where you from, Eli? I remember, I think he said the Midwest. Anyway, here comes the pitch. And, and that's going to be a wild pitch roll. We'll freeze this. And Van Landingham is having his issues. 1 to 8. 1 to 8, and let's see what goes. And that's is that a 9 or a 6? That is a 6, and that's going to be a wild pitch. And both runners will move in. The third, Lance Johnson scores, and that's a wild pitch roll for an RBI. Wild pitch. Wild pitch. So now the Mets, they lead at 4-0, and things are starting to fall apart for Van Landingham. And we'll do another dice roll for Bernard Gilkey. Arkansas, that's what you told me the other day. Anyway, Bernard Gilkey batting from the right side. The pitch comes in, and it goes 1-9 from Van Landingham, and that's going to be ball 4. And now the pitching coach is coming out, and we're going to have a little bit of a chit-chat on the mound. Lemke goes out with him, and the entire infield is going to join. So that's a walk, base on ball. And we got first and second with New York Mets. They lead it now 4-0, and still threatening. And Rico Brogna will come to the plate. Rico's a left-handed batter. He put a diamond shot into left field, but he just got under it. And it was caught for an out. He is 0 for 2 in the game. Rico stands in. Van Landingham looks in, gets a sign by Lemke. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6 from the right side. And that's a ground ball to the right side. Picked up by the first baseman, Mark Carrion. He'll take it himself, and the inning is finally over. But the Mets do leave 2. They do score 2 on 3 hits. We played 3.5 here in San Francisco, and it's the New York Mets 4 and the San Francisco Giants nothing. All right, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Mark Clark has a comfortable 4-0 lead. He'll take his stuff to the mound, and Jeff Kent will lead it off for the. No, he's not. No, what the freak! I thought he was on the Giants. Oh my God. Well, he was on the Giants. Well, he's going to be on the Giants. But anyway, All right, Mark Clark back on the bump. Robbie Thompson will lead it off for the San Francisco Giants. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Thompson is 0 for 1. He lined out to short his first time up. Right-hand batter, Mark Clark looks in, gets a sign by Todd Hundley, and I was going to call his father's name Randy Hundley. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-7 from the right side, and that's a ground ball to the left side. Picked up by Sean Dunston, and he fires to, picked up by Adonis. He fires to first base. And that's the first out of the inning. One dead, and here comes Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is 1 for 1. He doubled his first time up. Barry batting from the left side. Mark Clark looks in. He gets his sign. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Barry Bonds. And it's going to be on Clark's side. It's a 4-3 from the left side. 4-3 is an X-play to first base. So the first baseman for the New York Mets is going to be Rico Brogna. He's a 2-7. So let's see, the 2, he has to clear 1 and a 2 on the 20. And it's going to go through for a base hit. Brogna cannot grab that ball, and now we're going to check for an error possibly. 7 on the first baseman, and that is a 15, and there's no error on the play, so a solid base hit for Barry Bonds. He gets it through. And Barry Bonds is now 2 for 2 in the ballgame. So a 1-out single for Bonds. And here comes Matt Williams. Matt Williams, a right-hand batter. Stands in on the right side, obviously. And here comes the pitch by Mark Clark. Williams is 0 for 1 in the game. And hold on. Dusty Baker might want to get a little fancy schmancies here with Mr. Bonds. He's a 19 on jump on a 5-6. Trying to get something started. If they do steal that base, then Matt Williams might lose his at bat, or maybe not. So, do I gotta get Bonds to second base? Sure you do. You gotta get him to base, and we're gonna go for it. Down by 4, they're gonna steal 1 to 19 on a 5-6. But let me do the numbers first. Hundley's a -1, so holding him is a 17. Hundley's a -1 is a 16. And Clark is a -1, so that's a 15. Did I get that right? -4 from that is a 15. 5 and 6, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for the steal. 4 runs down. Dusty Baker made the call. 5 and 6, he gets the jump. And he's not going to get the jump. So that takes care of that. Matt Williams is waiting for his pitch. And here comes the pitch by Mark Clark. And it goes down as a 2-8 from the right side. And that's a ground ball to third base. Picked up by Jeff Kent. He fires the second to Vizcaino over to Brogna. And that's a 5-6-3 double play. And that'll do it. What did I say? It's a 5-4-3 double play. And we'll go 5-4 here. And that'll do it for the Giants. No runs, 1 hit. That's why he needed to get the jump, and he didn't get it. We played 4 here at Candlestick Park, which is called 3Com Park right now. In today's action, it's the Mets 4 and the Giants nothing. We will go to the 5th inning. All right, double play gets them out of the inning. Barry Bonds cannot get the jump. So we go to the top of the 5th inning, and William Van Landingham is on the bump. And let's see if he can have a better inning. He'll face Jeff Kent, Randy Hundley, and Chris Jones. So Kent to stand in. He has a pair of doubles. And the pitch by Van Landingham. And that's going to go 6-7 from the right side. And that's going to be a split 1-8 double. It's going to be a 10. It's going to be a solid base hit for Jeff Kent. He is 3 for 3 in the game. 3 for 3, Jeff Kent. And let's see what he has. He has a 13. And what did I say? The numbers added up to Van Landingham as a +1, 1-14. And let's see, Jeff Kent. Dallas Green has the Mets running. Let's see. It's a +1, so he needs a 2 through 5 and a 10. He has a backslash of 11. So it's a 13. It's going to be a 14. So let's see if he can get the jump. The numbers again, 2 through 5, and a 10. And let's see. Oh shit, that's a 6. And he does not get it, but now I gotta go to the rule book because that's a deuce. I want to see something. 2. Let me see. Timeout. Optional. Pick off includes. If it's a 2. All right. The all right. So the 20-sided dice is a 2. Possible balk again. Holy shit. Possible balk. So a balk is a 3 on Van Landingham. 1 to 3. He's going to commit another balk. And he does not get that balk. Does the base runner get the opportunity to steal again? Sometimes I gotta go to the rule book. Ron McGrath's not, T. Ron, send it back, Ron. I didn't read it. The numbers rolled. Evil ball, right? And he failed to get a good lead. Okay. All right. So he failed to get the good lead. So Todd Hundley will get the bat. It's a foul tip, and that account and subject to change. And it does. And Todd Hundley drops a 2-8. Van Landingham drops a 2-8 on him. And that 2-8 is going to result into a walk. So the Mets threatening again, 1st and 2nd. Number 6. 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And the pitching coach is coming out, and the San Francisco Giants starting to get bullpen action going. It won't send Wisconsin. All right, no big deal. How you doing? How you feeling? All right. My son is watching the home run derby. I don't know if you guys can hear him in the background. All right, Chris Jones will stand in. Nobody out. Mets have 1st and 2nd. The chit-chat is over with Van Landingham. The Giants got bullpen action going. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-10 from the right side. That 2-10, that's an ohm. So that's going to be a base hit into center field. And let's see what Kent has. Running speed is a 13. To center fielder is Javier. He's a nobody. It's a 1-13 to the plate. And the third base coach, Mike Cubbage, I believe it is, he's waving his arm. He's sending him home. So it's a 1-13 for Jeff Kent. Let me move this out of the way. Safe or out, 1-13. How's the truck do the other day? We did good, Ron. We did good off that beach. It was the first time we were there, and we did okay. I like to keep my inventory low on new jobs that we go to because I don't know how the outcome is going to be. But we just sold out about every piece of dough that I had on the truck, so we did okay. All right, so it's 1-13. Here comes the throw by the center fielder Javier, and there's no way the ball gets cut off, and Kent will score. That was a base hit. Let me see, single, no stars. It was first and second. Trail runner. A-5, B, C, and a D. So he's gonna hold up. So we got first and second. That was the base hit for Chris Jones. Hundley goes to second because he is a 12 runner. I wasn't gonna take any chances. Who hit it? 7. Kent comes all the way around 7, and he scores on the right fielder 9. I think that's the second RBI for Chris Jones, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, the Mets are up 5-0, and Dusty Baker just about had enough. We're going to go to the bullpen, and we'll be right back. So here we go. Who is coming in? So we're in the 5th inning. Damn good to hear. I'm happy for you. Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate that. Let me see. Let's see. Too high. First and second. Neuro possibility. Too high. Neuro possibility. Let's see who Dusty Baker wanted. Well, Rob Beck, you can't come in because you're the save guy. Yeah, 33 saves. Batista could give you 3 strong, and Jose Batista is going to be coming into the game, so Van Landingham is going to hit the showers. I'm assuming these are starters here. Gardner, Van Landingham. All right. And we'll pencil in Batista. And we'll put the Mets to the side. And we'll go Jose Batista. Bautista. Batista in the year of 96, it was 3-4 with a 3.36 ERA. He only had 1 start. Pitched around 70 innings that year. And he's going to pitch in today's game for sure. He's going to face Ray Ordonez. And that'll do it. So we're going to get going here. We got Jeff Kent on second. My bad. We got Hundley on second and Jones on first. No, my bad. All right. Mets still have first and second, nobody out. They're leading it by 5-0. And here comes Ray Ordonez. Ray Ordonez is 1 for 2. He tripled his last time up, and he scored. The infield back for the San Francisco Giants. Here comes the first pitch by Jose Batista, and he drops a 5-8. on the righty, 5-8 to X play to second base. Like we haven't had that tonight. A lot of X plays. All right, so Robbie Thompson's going to be challenged here. 5'8", second baseman. And Thompson is at 320, so let's roll the dice. He has to clear 1 through 4 on the 20, and he does. And now his back number is Thompson 20. Second base is a 20. That's a 12, 14 on the 20, no error. So what did I say? 6 on the 3. Is it a 6? Yeah, it's a 6. Hashtag, oh, I hate this G3. I gotta read this. If the symbol by the initial is followed by that, it's a single 1 to 2. If the infield is positioned in, it wasn't infielder responsible for holding. There was nobody holding, so it's a G3. G3 with first and second advance runner. The batter is out and all the runners will advance 1 base, so that takes care of that. It goes 4th to 3. Thompson showed good range on that, going towards his left. 4 to 3, and then moves the base runners up. Number 8. And number 8. So second and third, 1 out. And here comes Mark Clark. Mark Clark, now we're going to pull the infield in. So Mark Clark is going to have infield in. Okay, Mark Clark is 0 for 2. Batista looks in that account and subject to change. And it does. So it's a 3-9 from the righty, 3-9, and that's going to be a ground ball with second and third A with the infield in. Second and third A1. The batter is out and the runners are going to hold. So infield in. Yeah, 3. Okay. 3-9. I lost my train of thought here. Ground ball A. Okay. Second and third A1, and the batters are going to hold. So that's a ground ball to third base, picked up by the third baseman, Matt Williams. He'll hold and run as he fires across, and that is going to be the second out. It's a 5-3. So at least Clark put it into play. And he does have 1 RBI in this game already. So here comes Lance Johnson as we swing up to the top of the order. Lance Johnson singled his last time up and is 1 for 3 in the game. Lance Johnson's a left-hand batter. Batista's trying to get out of this inning for his team. He trailed 5-0 already. And Batista drops a 6-6 on the lefty, and that's going to be nothing but trouble. Split chance 1 to 5. It's going to be a base hit, and that's going to knock in 2. And Batista, base hit, knocks in 2. So Hundley is scored. Chris Jones comes around, and the Mets have taken the commanding lead now, 7-0. All right, so Hundley scores on Mr. 8. We're going to go 8. That takes care of that. So runner on first, 2 down. And the Mets are just clobbering the Giants right now. Jose Vizcaino with 2 outs. He's a switch hitter, and he'll bat from the left side. Here comes the pitch by Batista. And it's going to go 2-11. And that's going to be an upward triangle. And the split is a 1 to 18. That's a base hit. And the Mets keep on chipping away here. All right, so first and second. Still 2 outs, and here comes Bernard Gilkey. All right, Batista, let me see, his endurance is at 3, so let's see, he got 2/3 of the inning out. Here comes Bernard. Bernard is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. He doubled in the 3rd inning and scored. Here comes the pitch, and it goes 5-9 from the right side, and that ball is lifted to right field. The right fielder Hill over towards the line, and he gloves it for the out, and that'll do it for the New York Mets. They leave 2 on, and let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 runs. 3 runs on 1, 2, 4 hits, no errors. They do leave 2 men on, and they have a 7-0 lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mets 7 and the Giants nothing. It's time for a Schaefer beer. All right, so Mark Clark is doing pretty good. He's shutting out the Giants right here. Now Mark Carrion will lead it off for the Giants. Giants trail by 7. Check the chat, see what's going on. Chat on. No, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mark Carrion. He's 0 for 1 in the game. And here comes the pitch by Mark Clark. And that's a 2-7 from the right, 2-7 from the right side. And that's tapped right back to Mark Clark. He gloves it. He throws to Bronya at first base, and that's a 1-3 putout. And that's the first out for the Giants. Giants only have 2 hits, and Barry Bonds got both of them, so the rest of the team is not hitting. And here comes Glenn Allen Hill. Glenn Allen Hill is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 4, because I'm going to call it a 4. 4-7 from the right side, and that's a split chance, 1-7. It's a 15, and that ball is smacked to the right side. The second baseman, Vizcaino, gloves it for the out. He had to leave his feet for that one, but he made a nice play. So 2 down for the Giants. And here comes Sean Dunston. Brooklyn-born Sean Dunston. Right-hand batter. Sean is 0 for 1. That's a foul tip. Here comes the pitch. That's a 3-7 for Sean Dunston from the right side. 3-7 is on a split, 1-9. That's going to be a base hit. It's a 5, so that's a 2-out single for Sean Dunston here in the 5th inning. So the Giants get their 3rd hit of the game. And here comes Tom Lemke, the catcher. Struck out his first time up. 2 down. Mark Clark looks in and gets a sign by Todd Hundley. I want to go to Randy Hundley right away, but it's Todd Hundley, his son. There comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-9 from the right side, and that ball is hit deep on a 1-11. Looking up is the center fielder, Lance Johnson, and that's a 2-run homer, and the Giants are on the board. 1-11 split. And that's a 2-run homer by the catcher, Tom Lemke. And the Giants are now down by 5. And here comes the pitcher. Now, wait a minute. He's out of the game. He's out. Gonna let Batista bat. 2 outs with a pinch hitter. Really nothing going on the bases. So it's going to be Batista grabbing a bat. And let's see, he's a 1 weak righty, so okay, so he stays with that card. And let's see, I'm trying to get adjusted to the scorecard, so Van Landingham, should I put it in pitch? Batista's going to grab a bat, and he is, so we're going to write his name, Batista. He is the pitcher, and he's grabbing a bat. So here we go. Mark clock looks in. Nobody on base. 2 down. 2-run homer by Tom Lemke. And here comes the pitch. Mark clock. That's going to be a 5-11 right side. Right side 5-11 X play to right field. So it's an X play. The right fielder is a 415. So now this is trouble when you have 4 fielding position outfielders in the outfield, because it has to clear 1, 2, 11s on the 20. So let's go with that. And it's a 2, so it's going to drop in. What was he again? Shit. The outfielder was a 4, Jones. So Jones gives up a 2, and that's going to be at least a double. And he's a 15 on a 9 from the right fielder. 15 on a 9, and it's not. It's going to be a double for the pitcher, Batista. So he gets a double. And here comes the top of the order now, Stan Javier. And Batista, the pitcher, gets a hit. Wow. Stan Javier stands in. He's 0 for 2. He flew out to right field his last time out. Chris Jones could not get that ball, and resulted into a double in the corner. Here comes a pitch by Mark Clark. I'll put the base runner up. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be 4-3 from the lefty. 4-3 is an X play. Like we didn't have a lot of those today. Alright, I'm going to switch the charts again. And the 4-3 is the first baseman, so it's going to be Bronya. Rico Bronya is a 2-7, so he has to clear 1 and 2 on the 20. It's a 14. He gets that done, and 7 on the first baseman, and that's a 7-8. And there's no errors, so Rico Bronya grabs the ball. He flips to Clark at first, and that'll do it. Mark it 3-1 in your scorecard in case you're keeping score. But the Giants do get on the board by Tom Lemke's 2-run home run here in the 5th inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on. So we played 5 here at Candlestick. It's the Mets 7 and the Giants 2. We'll head to the 6th. Giants 2. All right. Top of the 6th we go. And leading off will be Rico Bronya. Bronya is 0 for 3 in the game. Came close to a diamond shot in the 3rd inning. And Batista looks in. gets his sign, and here we go. And that's going to be a 5-6 from the lefty, 5-6. And that's a ground ball to the right side, the first baseman. Mark Carrion grabs it, he flips to Batista, and that's the first out. Where am I, Bronya? 3-1. So 1 dead. And the batter will be Jeff Kent. Jeff Kent is 3 for 3 in the game. 3 for 3. With an RBI. And no, 2 RBIs. With 2 RBIs. Jeff Kent. Batista looks in, gets a sign by Lemke, and here we go. And it's a 4-5 from the right side. 4-5 is popped up into the infield. The shortstop, Sean Dunston, calling for it on the edge of the outfield grab. He gloves it, and that's an out for number 2. So 2 dead. And that will be Todd Hundley. Hundley walked his last time up, and he's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. 2 down. Jose Batista is trying to hold the lead right here. Giants are down by 5. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-9 to Todd Hundley. And he swings and misses. And he strikes out. Batista's first strikeout. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. We played 5.5 here in Candlestick Park. It's the Mets 7 and the Giants 2. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Robbie Thompson will lead it off for the Giants. All right. Robbie Thompson is 0 for 2 in the ball game. We are in the 6th inning. You're watching a New York Mets special requested by Frankie S. He wanted to see the Giants of 96. Played the 96 New York Mets, so he called the 2 teams out. And we got this special going for him. Robbie Thompson looks in. And that's going to be 2-8 to Robbie Thompson on his card. 2-8, and that's going to be ball 4 for the walk. And Dallas Green is telling his pitching coach to start getting some of the boys up, and that's exactly what they're doing. So Robbie Thompson is on first. Really not a threat to steal, and you got big Barry Bonds coming up. Barry Bonds. Oh shit. It was a 2-8. It was a walk, right? Yeah. Walk. And here comes Barry Bonds with Robbie Thompson on first. 1 swing of the bat puts them right back into the ball game. Barry batting from the left side. He's 2 for 2. He singled his last time up. Mark Clark and Todd Hundley. He gets his sign, and here comes the pitch to Barry Bonds. And that's going to be a 6-3 on the left side. And that's a called strike 3, and Barry Bonds did not like that call at all from home plate umpire. That is a Mark Clark strikeout. And he snuck that slider right in there. And he gets his 4th strikeout of the game. So that's 1 down. And Barry's still in. And Dusty Baker is saying something from the dugout. And the home plate umpire takes off his mask. And I don't know if it's going to go any further than that. Cryberry Barry didn't like the call, but it looked like a good pitch. And Mark Clark nailed him. Here comes Matt Williams. He's 0 for 2. He grounded into a double. Hey, Frankie S., what's going on, baby? Your game is on the air. And that's a foul tip. Matt Williams is up at the plate with a runner on first. Giants are trailing by 5. Barry Bonds just struck out on a called strike 3. and Matt Williams is at the plate. Here comes the pitch by Clark, and that's going to be a 6-11 from the right side. 6-11, it's a ground ball to the right side. Rico Bronya gloves it, and he flips to Mark Clark at first, and that'll do it for, oh no, it was only 1 out. Oh shit. 1 out, 1-11. Ground ball B, it's going to be a fielder's choice. So it's Bronya to Ordonez and back to Bronya, and not in time, so that's a fielder's choice. And we're going to go Thompson out on a 3-6, and there's 2 down. All right, so Matt Williams trades places. Here comes Mark Carrion. Mark Carrion also had a dad that played in the major leagues. And Mark Carrion is 0 for 2. He's batting for who started for the Giants. Well, what I did, I went on Baseball Reference and I looked at the 93 splits. And this was the first appearance between both clubs in 96, so I went with that at Candlestick Park. And actually, the Friday night game was rained out. This is actually the Saturday afternoon game, and they're playing a doubleheader tomorrow. Your question will be, William Van Landingham started the game for the Giants. And the Mets clobbered the Giants in real life. I think it was like, if I remember the score exactly, it was 14-5 or something like that. Anyway, we have 2 outs, runner on first base. Mark Carrion is at the plate, and here comes the pitch. And that's a 4-5 from the right side. That 4-5 is lifted into left field, and the left fielder is Bernard Gilkey. He gloves it for the out, and that'll take care of the Giants here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs. There were no hits. There was 1 man left on. And we played 6. It's the New York Mets 7 and the San Francisco Giants 2. Okay, Jose Bautista is in endurance inning. This is his endurance inning, I believe. Yep, 1, 2, yep. Endurance inning for Bautista. And here comes Chris Jones. And Jones is 2 for 3 in the game. He's scored once. He's a right fielder, and he has 1 RBI in the game. So he scored a run and has an RBI. So Chris Jones, 2 for 3, right-hand batter. Here comes the pitch by Bautista. And that's going to be a 3-5 from the right side, and that's going to be ball 4. And the Mets get a leadoff walk here in the 7th. All right, Chris Jones, they're going to hold him on that 20. And Ray Ordonez is going to step to the plate. Ray Ordonez is 1 for 3. He tripled in the 4th inning. And he got an RBI. Ordonez, let me see. They're holding him. So that hit and run will go to, but we got the pitcher up next. So Ordonez is going to have to do something here. Here comes the pitch by Bautista. Infield back. And that's going to be a 2-8 from the right side, and it's ground ball to third base. He picked up by Williams over the second base to Thompson for the first out, over the first, not in time. So Ordonez beats it out on the fielder's choice. We'll go 5-3 here, and there's 1 down. 1 away, and here comes the pitcher, Mark Clark. Mark Clark is 0 for 3. And there's no doubt he's going to be sacrificing. Actually, he put the ball in play all 3 times. I'm bumping him over. Okay, so corners are in. So that drops him down to, with the corners in, it drops him, no, oh, he was a deep bunter, that's why. Let me see. No, what the freak? He can't put the ball in play again, can he? D, sack. Up to 5, or 7's a sack. All right, we're gonna sacrifice, but we're gonna roll the 20 with that, in case he dips one in the ground and gets behind him. And let's see what happens. Sacrifice bunt is on. All right, we take that out of the equation. It's a 9 on a D, and it's a 1-2, and the 1-2 reads: the pitcher throws the ball, and then the batter fouls off 2 pitches. Offensive manager must decide whether or not to take the bunt off. If he stays with the bunt and the reading occurs again, the batter strikes out. So he's 0 for 2 on the account, and then we're going to do it again. Here comes the pitch to clock. Sacrifice is on. That account, subject to change. And that's a 2. And I said, holy shit. All right, so what is it? Pass ball. Balk pass ball. So it's a balk roll on the 2, on the 1. So there's no balk. So you can forget about that. So it is a 2. Yes, it is. Let's see. A 2 is speed. The batter lays down a great bunt. Oh, God. And he has a chance to beat it out for a single. Roll the 20 die, and if it falls in the runner's range, it's a single. So Batista is at 10. 1 to 10. If it falls in there, he beats out, he lays down a good bunt, and it doesn't work out. So speed, single, if the split falls outside the run, speed, score with a sack. Okay, so he does sacrifice the ball, and who got it? 1 pitcher. So it goes 1 to 4 on the sack. 1-4 sack. And Adonias goes to second base with 2 down. Okay. 2 down, we swing back up to the line, top of the lineup. Lance Johnson, singled his last time up. He's 2 for 4 in the game. And I know he has a pair of RBIs as well. Batista looks in, and he'll get that sign from Lemke, and here comes the pitch. And it's a 6-8 from the left side, 6-8 split on a 1 to 19 single. That's a 14. It's going to drop in for a base hit, 1 asterisk, so it's 1st and 3rd. Just check out the replay, 6-8, and it's a lefty. 6-8, 1 to 19, and indeed it goes over the second baseman's head, and that's a Lance Johnson's hit. That's his 3rd of the game, and Adonias goes to 3rd, and now the Mets have 1st and 3rd with 2 outs, and Batista's endurance inning, a walk and a hit. Any more combinations of that, and he is tied. So Johnson on 1st. Good base running situation. And let me see, Batista's a no-hold. -2, and Lemke's a 1, so it's a -3 off a 19. So it's a 1 to 16 on a 2 through 5, 10. So let's see if we can get the jump. And it's a 10. And he does. He gets the jump. So what did I say? -3 is a 16. 1 to 16. And Lance Johnson is going to steal the second base of the night. And he grabs it. He steals it. He swipes the bag on a stolen base. Second time tonight for Johnson. Now we got second and third with 2 outs. Vizcaino's the batter. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Singled his last time up. Switch hitter. That account subject to change. And the pitch is a 2-7 from the right side, and he walked him. So manager Dusty Baker pulling his hair out of it. Don't swallow that 2-pick, Dusty. That's a walk, and that base is loaded. And the Mets are looking to rip into them again. And let's see who's coming up for that. It's going to be Bernard Gilkey, and we are going to have a pitching change. So that'll do it. New pitcher coming in, and I think we're going to have a double switch here. Let's put the Mets to the side, and let's see who made the last out. Mark Carrion. So we need a new pitcher. What the hell? Oh, man. Rob Beck. Starter. Okay. I'm going to go for it. Let's see. Okay, let's look at the situation here. 3-4-2, Garner. 4-5, you're out, you're out. 4, you're out. 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 360, you might have a shot. 397, 334. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so Gilkey's a right-hand batter, so he's looking for a righty. So Rob Beck is the closer, so it's not going to happen. God, no. That's not going to happen. Okay, let's look at it again. Shit. 4-3-1. Let's see, can this kid get out of there? Acevedo, Fernandez, and that's who's coming in. Acevedo, Fernandez is coming in for the Giants. We're going to have a pitch and change, and we'll be right back. Actually, we're going to have a double change. So Carrion is out. Well, Carrion out. Defense. That's it for you. So who am I going to bring in to play first base? I'm going to put Fernandez in the 9 hole. And who can play first? Good question. He's a 4. He's a 4. Look at Dave McCarty. Yep. All right. So Dave McCartney will come in and play first base, and he'll bat 9th. Dave McCartney's going to bat 9th. All right. Hold on. What are we doing here? Batista's going to the showers. Acevedo coming in. He's going to. Alright, so first base, Acevedo is going to bat 7th, or 5th rather. So He's going to bat number 5. I'm just going to pencil him in. He's not going to bat though. F-E-R-N-A-D-E-Z. He's a pitcher. Batting 5th. Fernandez, so Mark Carry-On. So the pitcher's card is out. Where's Mark Carry-On? Oh, wait a minute. 5th. And McCartney's coming here. And Mark Carry-On made the last out, and the pitcher's on there. Okay, so Carry-On is out. And I'm going to pencil in McCartney. What was his first name? Dave. Dave is going to bat 9th. And McCartney. First base. Okay, so we're good there. All right, Acevedo Fernandez in the year of 96, 7-13 with a 4.61. He did start 28 games for them, 172 innings, but I'm going to put him in the relief spot here just to get out of this game with 2 down. And Bernard Gilkey steps to the plate. And here we go. 2 down, bases jammed. And here comes the pitch to Bernard Gilkey from Acevedo Fernandez. 3-6 right side, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Mets here in the top of the 7th. They leave 3 men on. They leave 3 on, and they come away with no runs. We played, we got 7th inning stretch. No runs, 1 hit. And the score is the Mets 7, Giants 2. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7 for the hometowners, San Francisco Giants. I need a sip of coffee. Frankie, yes, Giants better get it going. Like, yeah, I know. Well, they're a little. The way I'm seeing it, Frank, they only got 2 hits by Bonds, 1 hit from Dunson, and a 2-run homer by Tom Lemke, and that was with 2 outs. So that was the only spark of the game they had. And then they came out in the 7th with a walk, strikeout, fielder's choice, and a fly ball to left field. So they're really not putting it together. Anyway, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Glenn Allen Hill is going to start it off for the Giants. He's 0-2 in the game. Sorry, I was late tonight, Mike. That Saturday night game was tremendous. Oh, no problem, Frank. It doesn't matter. It's always going to be up, so you could view it when you can. And thank you for the game compliments. Glenn Allen stands in. He's from the right-hand batter. We got a righty-on-righty situation. Bottom of the 7th we go. And that's going to be a 5-10 from the right side. 5-10 is going to be an X play to the shortstop, Adonias. Adonias is a he's a 131, so there won't be any hits on here. And we'll just add up to 7, 8, just to make sure he doesn't. 31 on the shortstop. 31. Oh shit. Is that an 8 or a 6? That's a 6. So that's an 8. No error. So Adonias does not make an error. He fires across to Bronya, and that's the first out here at the bottom of the 7th inning. one away. And Sean Dunson will step in. Sean singled his last time up and scored on the 2-run homer by Tom Lemke. I saw you in the pizza truck tonight and text hello. You seem very busy working. Not tonight. It wasn't tonight, Frank. It was Sunday. Sean Dunston. And pitch. 5-4 on the boo-boo. Mark Clark is in endurance inning right now, and that's a 5-4. Right side, 5-4, ballpark. And let's see if Dunson could get this base hit. 8. It's not going to happen tonight because it's bad weather. Well, actually, it's good weather, but the diamond shot in ballpark are very low. So that's a 2. That's an 8. So he lines out to the shortstop, and there's 2 quick outs here in the 7th. Tom Lemke spoiled the shutout for Mark Clark with the 2-run homer his last time up. 1 for 2 in the ball game. These numbers suck all. Nice scene. Yeah, I know. 2 down. And Tom Lemke, who did home. How many homers did he have that year? 6. And he homered in this game. And here comes the pitch by Mark Clark, and that's going to be a 5-deuce on the left side. That ball is lifted to right field. The right fielder, Chris Jones, is right there, and he makes the catch. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Mark Clark and the New York Mets. We played 7 innings, no runs, no hits, no errors. We'll go to the 8th. The Mets lead it 7-2. Takes care of that. And yeah. Actually, Frank, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the whole series out for you. Friday night's game was rained out. This is Friday night's game. And then they play a doubleheader on Sunday in real life. So I'll try to get those games in. I think tomorrow I'm working. I'm not that sure. I got to look on the schedule, which is on my phone right now. I can't do that right now. Anyway, we go to the 8th inning. We'll move these cards over a little bit. And Rico Brogna stepped in. Rico is 0 for 4 tonight. He did almost come close to a diamond shot in the 3rd inning, but he didn't get all of it. And here comes the pitch by Fernandez. And that's a 6-7 left side, and that's going to be ball 4. And he loses Brogna, and he'll take first base. So Brogna starts off the 8th with a leadoff walk. And Brogna is not a threat to steal. They're going to play off of him. 1 out, nobody out. Jeff Kent steps to the plate. He's 3 for 4 in the game. A pair of doubles and a single. He popped up to short his last time up. Fernandez looks in, gets a sign by Lemke, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-10 from the right side, and that ball was hit deep, way back there. And giving chase is the left fielder Bonds, and Javier converge on it. It's off the wall, and that's going to be a double. Let me see. Let me replay that. 2-10, right side. Split chance, 1-2. Double. Let's see, double. Okay, let's see. Outfielder's arm is hit the center. Center fielder is nothing, so he keeps his speed as a 1-10. B if there's 2 outs. Nope. D. No, he wasn't held, so it's 110. It's going to hold him up, and that's second and third, and nobody out. And the Mets want to put some more runs on the board. Double, and that is second and third, and the Giants are going to have to pull the infield in. And Todd Hundley is going to be the batter. I played the 1982 Royals in Detroit tonight, and the Royals overcame a 10-1. Oh wow! And beat the Willie Wilson, bases loaded, walk off. Wow! Triple to win it. Nice, nice. Todd Hundley, nobody out. Infield is in. I marked it, and here we go. Todd Hundley is 0 for 3. He did walk in the fifth. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6. And that's going to be ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. And let's see. He could go 3 innings. Oh boy. Giants are in trouble late in the 8th inning here. A walk, a double, a walk. And here comes Chris Jones with the bases jam-packed. Infield in. And Osvaldo Fernandez. Pitch to Tom Lemke, and that's going to be a 5-5 from the right side, and that's going to be another X play like we didn't have a lot of them today, to the shortstop. And the shortstop is Sean Dunson. He's at 334. So 334. Let's see what we got. 334. So at 3, he has to clear 1 to 4 on the 20. And he does that. And a 34 from the shortstop. And let's see, it's 7, 8, 34. That's a good play. So what was it? 14 on a 3. And that's going to be a G2. G2. With the loaded and infield in, leader. So the batter was safe and the lead runner is out. So they go 6 to 3 on that. So Chris goes fielder's choice. He moves up. He goes third. And he's out at the plate 6 to 3. 6 to 2 rather. 6 to 2, 1 away. Giants are trying to stay into this game. They're down by 5. And here comes Ray Ordonez. Ray Ordonez is 1 for 4. With the bases still loaded and the infield still in. And Osvaldo Fernandez looks in and gets assigned by Lemke. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-5 from the right side. 4-5, and that's a cold strike 3. Ray Ordonez strikes out. Strikes out looking, and that's strikeout number 2. 2 outs. 2 outs, and now the Giants will drop back, and Mark Clark, the pitcher. He had a 1-2-3 last inning. So he's pretty strong. Bases loaded. He's going to swing away. And he has put the ball in play all 4 times. His at-bats. He's 0 for 3 with a sack. No. He's 0 for 4. Because they had the lead on that sack. And here comes the pitch to him. And Fernandez throws a 5-7 at him. And he swings and misses. And that'll do it for the Mets with the bases loaded. Third strikeout for Hernandez. And they leave 3 on the base hits. And that'll do it for the Mets. They started off the inning with a walk, a double, a walk. Then they grounded it to a fielder's choice and a pair of strikeouts, and they get no runs on 1 hit. And that'll do it for the Mets here in the 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. And you're out. And here comes the San Francisco Giants. They start off with the top of the order. And it's going to be Javier, Thompson, and Bonds. So see if they can put anything together here in the bottom of the 8th. If you're watching the 1996 New York Mets against the San Francisco Giants, it's a New York Mets special, San Francisco Giants special, a requested play by Frankie S. My man Frankie S. Here comes the pitch. And that's a 2-7 to start us off from the right, and he draws a walk, and we got our leadoff runner. Start us off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Javier walks. Okay, so here comes Robbie Thompson. Oop, put you in the wrong spot. McCartney's 9th, so I don't know what I did there. I screwed up. All right, Robbie Thompson. Fernandez is out. Robbie is walked his last time up. He's 0 for 2 in the game. And Mark Clark. Pitch, and that's 2-9 from the right side. Ooh, and he plucked him. Oh boy. We got first and second now for the Giants, and here comes Big Barry. Hit by pitch. Big Barry Bonds is going to step to the plate with 2 runners on. 2-run homer could put them back in the game. And Dallas Green is pacing in the dugout. And that's going to do it for Mark Clark. And the Mets are going to make a pitching change here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And we're going to see who's coming in. Yeah. Let me see how many out. Nobody out's going to go 2 innings. Yes, he can. All right, Franco is going to come in and face Barry Bonds here in the bottom of the 8th. Lefty. It's going to be a lefty on lefty. And Mark Clark did pitch a very good game. So we got a pinch hitter for Bonds. Excuse me, new relief pitcher Franco is going to come out and face him. This is going to be very interesting. Franco, where are you? All right, John. Franco. And the year of 96, Franco was 4-3 with a 1.83, 28 saves, and 54 innings pitched. And he's going to come into this game right now. So Franco is a neighborhood boy. They played ball against his cousins. I'm a little older than Franco, but he did play with his older cousins. Baseball in the Sandlots in Brooklyn, and there's another ball player that came from Brooklyn. His name is Rich Aurelia, and Rich Aurelia, if you know what CYO baseball is, it's the Catholic Youth Organization, and it was basically baseball played by parishes around the Brooklyn area, and each church would play each other in the city. And Rich Aurelia at a Lady of Grace, and that was my church back in Brooklyn, and that's where I started playing hardball. He was the only guy that made it to the Major League Baseball coming out from Little League from a Lady of Grace church in Brooklyn. Rich Aurelia. Okay, so we have a lot of Brooklyn guys in this game too. We got Dunson, we got Franco, we got Rich Aurelia, and I saw another guy. I'll get him later. All right, so Barry Bonds will step to the plate, lefty on lefty. Who's gonna win this one, Franco or Barry Bonds? Oh, I gotta read. Don't get pissed at me, Mike, but I actually requested it 90. Oh, you gotta be. I thought you said 96. I'm sorry, Frank. You know what? I'll play that one for you too. I thought you said 93. Yeah, he did. He did. Actually, when I go back into the old neighborhood, you know, obviously the baseball field. I started playing ball at 9 years old in Brooklyn in the Little League, and I happened to pass by the field just to, you know, because I happened to be passing it, and I saw a sign with his name on it, Rich Aurelia, Major League ball player, and they got it on the first base side of the fence. Anyway, here we go. The Giants are threatening here, and John Franco is on the mound, and he's facing Big Barry Bonds. Yeah, he did. Yep. Anyway, Franco looks in, gets a sign by Todd Hundley. Here comes the pitch to Barry Bonds. And it's off Franco's card, so it's a 5-8 from the lefty. Oh, and he puts the ball in play. It's an X play, second base. And the second baseman is going to be Vizcaino. He's a 211. So he has to clear a 1 and a 2 on the range, not to give up a hit. It's an 8. He gets that done. It's going to be a G2 with first and second. But I got to check for the errors. And what's his 11? Second base. And he's going to not make an error. So we go with the G2 with first and second. Infield back. First and second. Forced. The batter is safe. Runner out on first is out. Okay, so we got first and third. It's the fielder's choice. And Big Barry Bonds is on first base. Second base, I said. Yeah. So Javier goes to third. Thompson's out on the fielder's choice, so we go 4 to 6. And there's 2 down. 1 down. All right, so we got not much things. No, never. Never. All right, so there's 1 down. And here comes Big Matt Williams. Matt on the night is 0 for 3. Grounded into fielder's choice his last time up. First and third, Javier. Big Barry Bonds. All right, Frank, what do you want to do here? He has excellent. Well, Franco's a -4, so that you can forget about it. I'm not going to do it. I did it early in the game when they were down by 5. Well, actually 4. I stole 4 runs. Okay. Matt Williams. Right-hand batter. Franco looks in, gets a sign by Hundley. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 210 from the left side, and that's going to be a base hit into center field. Oh, how many outs are there? The ohm is only with 2 outs, right, Frank? The ohm next to the single. A runner and score with 2 outs, right? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so it's a base hit, single into center field. Bonds is a 17, and they're not going to challenge it. It's first and third. Bonds goes to third on that fielder's choice. The Giants do get a run. Javier scores on number 5, Matt Williams, third baseman, and the Giants get another run. Now it's 7-3 with 2 runners on. And I made a double switch here, so it's Dave McCartney, the batter. Right-hand batter is getting his first time up. And here comes McCartney. McCartney's a right-hand batter. He's strong on the right. He's strong in the 1 column against Franco, and he does have some lift. Yeah, the Omega. Yeah. Here comes the pitch. Franco to McCartney. And, oh, that's a wild pitch roll. And we'll freeze this. And wild pitch is a 7 on Franco, so let's see what happens here. Maybe they get another run, the Giants, off a wild pitch. And he dips it. It goes behind them, and that's going to be another giant run on a wild pitch. Barry Bonds scores. Williams goes to second. And it's now 7-4 in favor of the New York Mets. Here comes Dave. Barry Bonds on second, 1 out. Pitch is a 4-3 from the right side. 4-3 is a ballpark. And hold on, McCartney right here is first at bat. Ballpark. Ballparks are very low here, Frankie. He's a righty. It's only a 2. That's a 7. He's batting from the right side, and he lines it out to shortstop for the second out. Hit it hard, but right at the shortstop, Ray Ordonez. Here comes Glenn Allen Hill. Franco is shaky. 2 down, runner on second. Bonds is on second, 2 away. Glenn Allen Hill, he is 0 for 3 in the game. And he does have a strong 2 column off the lefty. Very strong. Home run 8, home run 9, home run 10. Here comes the pitch. And it's a 6-11 from the right side. 6-11 left X-play to right field. And the right field is a 4. So that's going to be shaky right off the start. Who is it? Jones is a 4-15, so let's roll for it. He has to clear 1 through 11. And it's a 13. He gets the job done on an F1. Let me see, 15 on the right fielder. 15 on the right fielder. That's a 10 and an 11. And he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out. Nice play by Chris Jones. Who hit that? Allen Hill got robbed. Right fielder. And that'll do it for the Giants. But they do pick up a pair. They leave 1 on. And how many hits? Just 1 hit. 1 hit. And that'll do it for the Giants, but they're back at it. Let's see what happens the rest of the way. Allen Hill. All right, so let me figure this out. Sean Dunson. Crosby ninth. And he's fifth, so he's in between Williams and Hill. And who's ninth? All right, so that'll take care of that. We'll go to the ninth. Okay, so Fernandez will come in. He'll go to the ninth. That's going to have the top of the order here. Lance Johnson. He's 3 for 5, Lance. Last 3 at bats, he had 3 singles. Here comes the pitch from Fernandez. That'll count, subject to change. Wait until you see the 93 Giants team. Killers. I have a Swiss hurl, no hitter for me on that team. Oh yeah? Oh nice. Nice. All right, I'll get that one. I thought you said 96. I even wrote it down. My bad. 93, you said. Frankie, yes. '93 Giants. All right, we got it. Okay, let me get over there. All right, Lance Johnson. 3 for 5 in the game, and here we go. 111 from the right side, and that's going to be a ballpark for Lance. Nothing's going to give with that. It's an 18, and he lines it out to second. 1 away. They've only had 1 perfect game in STRAT over 3,000 games. Well, if you pitched if you had a game that was perfect, I never had that, and I did have a no-hitter. And they only had 1 no-hitter. And I played countless games myself, as well as you. And I only got 1. That's it. I thought maybe under that account. I thought maybe under that under 2 ERA series I'm playing that I might get another one in that series, but we'll see. Okay, the pitch to Jose Vizcaino. No, that'll count too. And that'll go 6 to 5. Lefty. 6-5 lefty. And does he have the power? He does not. So 1 to 15 is a base hit. So Vizcaino gets his 3rd hit. Come on, Red Pen, get out of the way. And that's a 1-out single. Mets have been cooled off for the last 3 innings. Trying to get a run across here with 1 out. Bernard Gilkey's the batter. Bernard is 1 for 3 with a pair of walks. And Fernandez is pitching. And he drops a 111 on him. And that's a slow ground ball hit down to first base. Picked up by the first baseman, Rico Bronya. And he only has 1 play. And he goes 3 to 4 with that. 2 down. And the runner moves up. Oh, Rico Bronya. What am I talking about? Dave McCartney picked it up. And here comes Bronya now. With a runner on second. Rico walked his last time up and it's 0 for 4. That was the 2018 Boston Red Sox for sale. Perfect game with 2 outs. And yeah, I had a number of those, Frankie. I had a lot of them actually. My last one is on YouTube. Who was it? I'm trying to think of his name. He pitched for the Yankees. I can't remember his name. 2 down with a runner on second base. That'll count, subject to change. And it doesn't, and it's a 1-12, but we're going to freeze that. We got a wild pitch roll on a 7. And it's not. So we'll go with this 1-12. Right side, 1-12, and it's a hard hit ball down the right side. The first baseman, McCartney, is there, and he gloves it. And that'll do it for the Mets here in the 9th inning. No runs, 1 hit, leave a man left on, and we played 8.5 here at Candlestick Park. The score, the Mets 7, Giants 4, and we'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And let's see if the Giants have any luck here in the 9th inning against Franco. He wasn't sharp the last inning, that's for sure. He came in. He got what, 2/3 of an inning out? Yeah, not one. Yeah. No. Ah, shit. Oh, I did mark it. Okay. Son of a bitch. All right. Okay. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and it's going to be Brooklyn on Brooklyn. Sean Dunston will step into the batter's box against John Franco. Sean is 1 for 3 in the game. He lined out his last time up. It's lefty-righty. Here comes the pitch by Franco. He's looking for a better inning. He's looking to close out this game for the Mets, and that's a 5-9 from the right side. And that's going to be called strike 3. And Dunston goes down on strikes. And that's Franco's first strikeout. So 1 away. And here comes Tom Lemke. And what the hell did I do that for? Okay. Lemke, the batter, he homered in the 5th inning, a 2-run shot to get the Giants on the board. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Lefty on lefty, and that'll count, subject to change, and it does, and it's a 5-12 from the left side. 5-12 is the next play. Like, we didn't have a lot of those tonight, that's for sure. And the 5-12 is to the first baseman. It's going to be Bronya. He's at 2-7, so he has to clear a 1 and a 2 off to 20, and he does that. But if there's a high number there, then I don't know if he's gonna error this ball or he's not. All right, let's see what gives. He's a 7 on a 18, 7-18, and he boots it. It goes right through him and into right field. And Lemke's gonna end up on second base on an E2. 1 out, E3. 1 out, and we're going to have a pinch hitter for pitcher. And who will it be? Let me see. Definitely a right-hand batter. But he has to hit good against lefties. So let's see. Steve Scascone. Possibility. Billy Muller. Weak. Sinizero. Yeah, that's the F. Center 0. Right hand bat. I don't know. Baptiste. Power with right hand. Trent Hubbard. Power. Dax Jones. 58 at-bats, and carrying on as already played. Rich Aurelia. 239. Let's see, 219. 208. Why not? Let's make it a party, a Brooklyn party. All right, Rich Aurelia is going to come up and pinch hit. Pitcher, so I'm going to have to pencil him in. A-U-R-I-L-L-A, pinch hitter. Okay. So Rich Aurelia trying to keep it alive for the Giants. Oh, there's only one out, so Franco will face Rich Aurelia, 2 Braves End boys. And here we go. Hold on a second. One more base runner for the Giants, and they might be in good shape. Let's see. Here comes the pitch. Rico and 5-4. 5-4 righty. So it's a 5 and a 4 shit. X play. Like we didn't have enough of them tonight. Third base. And the third baseman is Kent. And he's a 4. So a 4. Kent has to clear a 1 through 6 on the range. Let's see. And he does. He can't handle it. It's a base hit. And that'll drive in Lemke from second. Let me see, a 4 is a single 2, so that's going to drive in a run, and that's a base hit. See if there's an error on the play. That's a 10-12 on Kent, who's a 41 at third base, and he's going to boot the, oh no, it's a 12. Oh yeah, he's going to boot the ball anyway. It's an E1, so he's going to end up on second. And things are starting to develop here. Not in a good way for John Franco. That's an E5. That's an E5. And the other E scored. And the Giants are now 7. It's this Mets 7. And Javier is the batter. So Javier is 0 for 3 with a walk. He's on, so I gotta watch that. Okay, so Stan Javier is batting righty, switch hitter. And here comes the pitch to Stan Javier. And that's going to be a 5-9 right side. And that's a called strike 3. And Javier goes down on a strikeout. Second strikeout for John Franco. And it's 7-5 now. And here comes Rob Thompson. Robbie was hit by a pitch. He walked and he grounded out, lined out, 0 for 2. Right-hand batter, so that's good. He could hit lefties, so let's see what happens. Robbie Thompson is the tying run. It's 7-5. John Franco looks in, gets a sign by Hundley. And here comes the pitch. That's a foul tip. Robbie Thompson looking for that 2 column. Let's see if he can get it. And the pitch. And he doesn't get it. It's a 4-9 from the right side. And that's going to be a base hit on a 1-16 split. And we got first and third, and the lead run, the winning run, is coming to the plate in the name of Barry Bonds. He goes to third on number 2. And we got Big Barry coming up to face John Franco again. Lefty on lefty. Frankie, you here? Oh, God. Here we go, Frankie boy. 2 outs. Barry Bonds against John Franco. Franco looks in, gets the sign by Hundley. Here comes the pitch to Big Barry Bonds. And the pitch. That's a 2-7 from the left side, and that's going to be a 1-2 triple. That's going to be a base hit. And we got first and third. A run scores. Barry Bonds, 7, drives him in. And Thompson goes all the way to third base. And now it's 7-6 with the tie-in run on third base. And Matt Williams is the batter. Matt Williams. What is that fucking... Hill, what the fuck? All right, so now we go Matt Williams to the plate. Tying run is on third. Winning run is on first. Matt Williams has a strong three column on a 4 and a 5. And here comes the pitch by John Franco. Another great ending, Mikey. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? That's a foul tip. Matt Williams isn't, no, that'll count. That's subject to change. Let's see what happens. Franco is in trouble here, that's for sure. Actually, hold on a second. He needs one more hit. He's going to be tired. And here comes the pitch by John Franco. And that's going to be a 6-10 on the right side. And sure, why not? X-play. And that X-play is 6-10 to the shortstop. And that is Ordonez, so I thought it was hit to Kent at third. Ordonez is a 1. So he has great range, so he's not going to let that ball get by him. So that is a 6 on a 1, so that's a G1. And a 7 on a 31, shortstop 31. Ooh, 4, 6, 15. And that is a 7. He feels it. He goes to first, and the ball game is over. 6-3. And the Giants did make a nice comeback here, but they fall short by 1 run. They get 1, 2, 3, 3 hits, and a pair of errors by the Mets. And the Mets pull this one out 7-6 here at Candlestick Park. Yeah, they did. It was a good game. Listen, Mets got all their runs and they were done after the 5th inning. And the Giants, kept them at bay from that point on. And they had their chances, the Giants, but, they didn't come out swinging. But they started picking it up. And they, as you see, 2 runs in the 8th, 2 runs in the 9th. And that was it. They left 2 hangers there, so they left 2. So I got to mark that. Left 2. And that's it. So I'm going to play the second game of this series. What's tomorrow? I don't know what tomorrow is. Thanks for a great game, Andy, Mike. If you know when the next game is, I'll look for it. All right, Frankie boy. Thank you for joining me. Thanks everyone for coming in. Did you see Eli? Eli, where are you, Eli? There's 3 in the room, so I don't know if he's still in here. But that'll do it. John Franco not at his best, that's for sure. And I'll gotta take care of the pitching matchups and everything else. All right, I'm gonna call it. Eli must be in bed. He's only 10. I guess he had his chocolate chips and milk when he went to bed. Anyway, it's been fun. Thanks, Frankie. Yes, Ron, thank you, and I'll see you guys the next time around. Stay well, be safe, stay strong, guys. Talk to you later. Man.